Ruach Ha'Qodesh, the divine breath of Chokmah, wisdom, not to be worshipped but acknowledged, to seekers of the truth. In these final days of awakening, Yahuah is restoring not only his name, but the full knowledge of his being and how he operates through his divine manifestations. Among these revelations is the true understanding of the Ruach Ha'Qodesh, the set-apart spirit whom many overlook or misrepresent. She is not to be worshipped, but rather acknowledged as the divine presence of wisdom, Chokmah, a holy gift given to those who believe, walk in truth, and obey the Most High. The Ruach Ha'Qodesh, the breath of Yahuah. The Hebrew word Ruach means breath or spirit, and Ha'Qodesh means set apart or holy. She is the pure breath of Yahuah, not a separate deity, but a manifestation of his power, comfort, guidance, and truth. In the Book of Wisdom, Chokmah, she is referred to as the one who was with Yahuah at the foundation of the world. For wisdom is more mobile than any motion. Because of her pureness, she pervades and penetrates all things. Wisdom of Solomon 7:24. I came out of the mouth of the Most High and covered the earth as a cloud. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 24:3. She is not a goddess. She is not to be named in vain or treated like an idol. She is the inner presence of Yahuah that teaches, convicts, and seals the believer. To worship the Ruach as a separate being is idolatry, and it grieves the Spirit herself. The Divine Mother, wisdom, our comforter. In the original Hebrew texts and Apocrypha, wisdom, Chokmah, is feminine, not in gender as mankind understand, but in nature. She nurtures, guides, and comforts, just as a mother does her child. Yahushua called her the Comforter in Yohanan, John 14:26. But the Comforter, which is the Ruach Ha'Qodesh, whom the Father will send in my name, she shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance. Yes, she, for the Hebrew language reveals the feminine aspect of this Comforter. This is not New Age or pagan, this is ancient truth restored. Given, not worshipped. Yahuah gives his Ruach Ha'Qodesh to those who obey him, Acts 5:32. She leads us back to the path of righteousness, aligns us with our purpose, and reveals our identity as children of Israel. But what do many do when they receive revelation? They turn it into religion. Throughout Scripture, Yahweh's people have fallen into the trap of worshiping the created rather than the Creator. They make idols from names, images, and even divine attributes. Instead of walking with the Ruach, they seek to deify her or assign her a name that they can chant or worship, and in doing so, they break the commandments of Yahuah. Thou shalt have no other Elohim before me. Exodus 20:3. Seeking names instead of walking in power. There is a dangerous trend, the obsession with secret names and divine titles, as if uttering them brings power. But Yahuah never intended for us to worship his attributes, not even wisdom, not even the Spirit. He wants us to walk in them. The names of the Most High are sacred, but when we seek names instead of seeking him, we fall back into bondage. This idolatry keeps the curses alive. When the children of Israel made the golden calf, they weren't trying to worship a false god. They claimed it in the name of Yahuah, Exodus 32:5. That's how subtle the deception is. The moment we turn the Ruach or Chokmah into a figure to bow down to, we become just like our ancestors, building idols in the wilderness and calling it the highest self, her dwelling in us. When we are born again, the Ruach Ha'Qodesh enters us. She becomes our highest self, the inner voice that convicts us, the presence that guides us, and the comfort that assures us of our inheritance. This is not to say we become divine ourselves, but that we now carry the divine nature of Yahuah within. Know not that thou art the temple of Elohim, and that the Ruach of Elohim dwelleth in you. 1 Corinthians 3:16. When we live in truth and obedience, we become living temples, not worshippers of idols, but vessels of the Most High. Final word, beware of the idol within. To the seekers of truth, let us not make the same mistake as our forefathers. Let us acknowledge the Ruach Ha'Qodesh as our comforter, our wisdom, our guide, but never worship her apart from Yahuah. She is Yahweh's presence, not a separate being. Let us walk by the Spirit, not by the flesh. Let us receive her guidance, not turn her into another idol. Let us be transformed, not by names, but by the power of obedience and truth. Wisdom will not enter a deceitful soul, nor dwell in a body enslaved to sin. Wisdom of Solomon 1-4. The curse breaks when the truth is embraced. Be led by the Ruach, not fooled by tradition, not bound by idolatry. Remember to seek the Most High for provisions and guided answers only, not man. Check out my link tree for spiritual and spiritual realm books on Amazon. Click the like button and please subscribe so I can continue bringing Yah's content to this channel in a descriptive way. Thanks for watching.